So let's start from the beginning actually. Very fine. Okay, so there are two options to work on the Jira. First thing is like installing the setup, and then you can start working on that. The other thing is like logging to the URL, okay, and then using a account like Gmail or some other account through which we can do an SSO, and then it's going to create an account for it. So it's Jira. Okay, I'm just doing a search for Jira. The URL www.atlantis.com. So I just came here. Okay, so right, if you see it's showing my name. Okay, but still, if I let me log out here. So it will show the same way. My account, click here. It says login. Login. It gives you the option to select the email ID. Okay, so I have entered my email ID. I'll just click on continue. Okay, it will give you the password option, which is again your Gmail account. Okay, then it's going to redirect to the Jira. So we don't need to create the account first of all. It's the time saving for us. Okay. So once we reach to the homepage on the Jira, we have different options. Okay. So starting from Jira software, then Trello board, then the Confluence, then multiple options. Okay. So I am aware of all the three ones, not the other options. So other administrator, Atlantis account, community support, account setting, administrator. Okay. So let's start from Jira. I'm going to click on Jira. It's going to open the Jira page for me. So I have already created some project for me. I created some time back. So I'm going to create a new project for us. Okay. So we are starting a new project and we need to set up a project on the Jira. So what I'm going to do. So first of all, let me tell you, for this Jira free tool, there are some restrictions. I don't know what are the restrictions, but I think ideally you can have the setup for 5 or 6 people, something like that. Okay. I created this account somewhere around 6-7 months back. Someone told me like this is active for only 30 days, but if it's working for me from last 4-5 months and 6 months, so again it will be working for you guys also. Okay. Click on create new. So when we click on create account, create project, it gives you an option to select a Kanban on a Scrum. Okay. Then there are bug tracking options also. So let's start from the Scrum. I clicked on Scrum. Okay, it gives you by default templates, then plan upcoming work streams and all the basic options. Okay, so I'm going to use the use templates. Okay. These options were not showing for me earlier, but yeah. Okay, so now I reach to a page where I need to select a project detail. Okay, so if you have seen or if you have used the Jira, it says that www.jira.com, then the project initial 2 or 3 words, and then the Jira ID. Okay, so let me give you a reference over here. It will be helpful to everyone. So when I'm going to a new project, I'm just showing you. So while I'm creating a project, helpful to you. Okay. So if you see, it has initial saying TES. Okay. Okay. So this is the initial which I have added here. So when I'm going to come here, I can add any initials like okay. So it has taken some 4 words. Okay, maybe it has some process where it takes only the initial 4 words. Okay, this is how it's taking up. Okay, I'm just clicking on next. So if you see here, it says Scrum. Okay, team manager. It's the default setup which I've used here. Clicking on next. So we are on the Jira board. Okay, this is the project board which we have just created. It says LEAR. Okay, the initial of learning. Okay, so we are on the board. Okay, now what we can do is like we can add the flows first of all. Okay, so if my board needs 4 processes where it says to start, to do, then in progress, or in dev, then in QA, or in to do or done, whatever we want to have. Okay, we can add it from here. It's the process through which we can map the progress of the stories. Okay. Okay. So I just added in testing. What I'm going to do, I will pull it from here to in between. Here I'm going to add in dev. So this is the workflow, how it's going to work. Okay, if we feel like we want to add something else, like a block status, where if my team is working and initially they are stuck with some process, like they are dependent on some requirement from the dev. Dev is dependent on the from the BA actually, or the PO. Okay, or maybe the story was done by the development team, but there is something pending from the development team to be shared to the testing team. Okay. So just to try to understand the lead time, where we can identify where the process got delayed, we can have a new status code as blocked. Okay. So this I can move here. I haven't tried it. I tried it in the Kanban board, okay, but we can keep it here. Okay. So now we have 5 status of the Jira. Okay. Now let's go back to the backlog. Okay. I'm going to the backlog where I need to add all the stories on which the project is going to work. Okay, 1 second. Am I audible?
Yes, we can hear you.
So the first thing is like epic.
Yes, you are.
Okay, so what is an epic? Can someone help me?
So Epic is basically an umbrella under which we have different stories, features, etc. that have been covered.
Okay. Okay, good enough. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is like I need to work on a project, okay, which has multiple deliveries. So what I'm going to do, I will break it into small deliveries, like creating some epics. According to that, we will be doing the deliverables as well. Okay. So what I'm going to do, if you see on the board, in fact, it says the create epic option. Okay. So what I can write. I can create an epic first of all, okay. Or I can say MVP1, okay, MVP1, minimal viable product 1, okay, I can create an epic. Okay, it got created. So the same way I am going to read MVP2, MVP3, MVP.
Just a follow-up question on this. If I want to delete an epic,
well, you can do it. You can see what I remember is like on this board I tried to do it and I was able to do it. Okay, on the project level board when I tried on the real project, okay, I was not able to delete it. I can put it, but I can't delete it.
Okay.
Okay.
And similarly for version as well, I believe.
Version. See, now I have a question for you as well and for the other people also. Okay. When we see here, we don't see the version number. Can we see the version number?
Okay, I think maybe some it is a basic version. Maybe due to that, that is what my assumption is. Maybe rest of the people can add more value.
But it has to be there, right? I mean, the version has to be enabled, right?
Correct. But see, when I was looking at one of the videos, it was showing me the number next to the epic. Okay, but now on board, I'm not able to see it actually. This is a question for me as well, and that's why I asked you guys also.
Maybe since you are in backlogs, okay. So even if you're in backlog, also it should show.
It should show, correct. Okay. So still
even
we
on the
can,
left hand side, we can't see report section also, na Mukesh?
correct. We can't see the report section also. Again, a question for me as well, because when I was trying to do the same thing to replicate on from what I learned from the YouTube, it was not showing me the reports and then the version for me. Okay, so I don't, it's not showing. Okay, maybe the it's a free tool now. Okay,
Yes.
okay, but
It-
again
it- Maybe it is something to do with the licensed version.
no, but when I was
it
looking
could
at,
be it could be the project type that you have created.
I don't know, I'm not sure, but again, at the end of the call, we'll be sharing a video. Okay, it's from YouTube SDET. Okay, it has one of the videos on YouTube
Okay.
for Jira, and there when he's creating the project, he can see it. He can see the version also.
Okay, Gunjan. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So once I have done the
my one thing is depending on the project that we're creating, right? The kind of project that we create in the beginning, different options will be visible and different options will not be visible, Gunjan. So yeah, go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead, Gunjan. We can hear you. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, sure. Okay. So now we have created 4 epics. Okay, so what I planned is like I'm going to release which we are developing into 4 phases. Okay, epic 1, epic 2, epic 3, epic 4. Okay. So my system has some issues. Okay, so maybe you guys will be also seeing the issues. Okay, so let's do one thing. Let's create the backlog first. Okay, so the option on the screen. 1 second, please. Let me. Okay, yeah. Okay, so if we see the screen, there's an option to create a backlog. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to create the backlog. So starting from the login button. Okay, when I'm going to click, it's going to create the stories for us. Okay, so again, if you see here is the initial 4 words, it's showing learning which we created. Okay. Have I'm just creating the stories actually just for the time. Okay. So launch page and so I created 4 stories for me. Okay, so what we are trying to do is like to find which story is going to go for the which MVP version. Okay. So okay, before that, what we can, when we are creating the epics, we can the epics, and under those epics we can create the stories as well. So, okay. So it has created stories into the particular epic because by default, when I was creating the stories in the backlog, I have selected one. Okay, so that's why it got connected to the epic. Okay, so now we can see the stories as well. If we do also over here, okay, it will show you the story. I don't know why it's not showing this time. So if you see my screen, it says story. This type of story which we have created. So we can create different tasks on the particular board. Clicking on create new. Okay. So you can see options like story, bug, epic. Okay. We can create all this. Even we can create the test cases as well with the help of Jira. So what we have done, we have just added some of the stories which are part of Epic 1. Okay, so my plan is like I'm just going to create a login page. Okay, this is the part of MVP where I have the option of login button, username, password, and get a number of stories which we can. So after this, I'm story and I can add the stories as well, story point estimation. Okay. So while in the story planning, I'm talking to the team, and we can have a discussion on what is the story point of this story. Okay, kind of with saying 5-point story. Okay, I assigned it 5-pointer. Okay, I was a reporter because the reporter is the one who is going to raise the who is going to create the story. Most of the time it will be PO, but again depends on the team as well. Okay, if you are creating a Jira, then it will be the one who is going to create the Jira level. Then we have the assigner option where you can assign it. And we have different options like sprint. Okay, so let me share it later on. Okay, okay. So my plan is like the team is going to pick a story. They can have different labels like in QA, in dev, or maybe some other labels as well, helpful to them as well. Okay, so giving an example, we were having 5 stories which were being put to the in QA status. Okay, by the development. And there were only 2 QAs who are working on this. Okay. So now they need to plan which stories they are working on. So ideally they can pick only 2 stories. So when they're going to pick the 2 stories, to add a label name saying, so quite simple. If you're going to add any label, it will give an option to create a new label. Okay, so you can create, so according to discussions, you can create some labels for you, for developers and the testers. So it will be helpful in the future. In testing. Okay, so let's go to the Jira board. Okay, now the plan is like to create a new sprint. Okay, so we already did the refinement task where we can say a sprint Jira or whatever you want to say. We had a discussion within the development team and the testing, right, to identify all the stories which we have. So now this is going to start. Okay, so what we can do, we can start a new sprint. So learn sprint 1 is already there. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I will discuss within the team which stories which we need sprint 1. Okay, which we need to deploy or which we need to work in the current sprint. Okay, we'll login button. So what I'm going to do, I drag and drop the stories from the backlog to the user story. Username, login button. Okay, so the plan is like button should be there in the next sprint. Okay, again I'm saying this is just a basic. Okay, so in any case, if you feel I'm wrong somewhere, do correct me as well. Okay, so what we did, we moved the stories from the backlog. Okay, and I did a drag and drop into the learn 1. So this is my first sprint. So the date has come, and from tomorrow, that is Tuesday, my sprint is going to start. Okay. So I just you a day before in the evening and try to understand and identify all the stuff we have. So what I'm going to do, click on start sprint. Okay, so it gives you the sprint name of the sprint name. Okay, so what I can do, the technique which we are using. One thing, please. Normally, what we can do, we can have sprint 1, sprint 2, sprint 4. But in our project, we are taking the name of the cities. Okay, this is a fun way where we can understand how we're progressing on daily basis. Okay, so from Agra, and the duration of the sprint. It can be 1 week, it can be 3 weeks, 4 weeks, even it can be customized 4-week sprint also. Ideally, it should be within 1 4. Okay, so let's take it 2-week sprint. It will be helpful to everyone. Okay, so it has by default taken started. So I will be taking up the start date at 16. It's going to show you this the now I will be working with my POs for what is the goal of the sprint. If we look at the stories which we have planned, it says like we create a login page. Okay, I'm going to define that goal of this sprint. Login page. Okay, so I'm at a sprint goal. So while writing the sprint goal, so it gives an idea of what we need to achieve by the end of the sprint. Okay, what is the benefit we are going to achieve from this sprint? I will be clicking on start. Okay. the sprint got started. It says idly 10 days. It's the start date and the end date of the sprint. Okay. All the stories which we planned into the particular sprint, the different status in the particular sprint. Okay. And so whenever going to start working on the team, the stories. Okay, like Mati is working on a user story, username story. Okay, what is he going to do? We're going to story. We're going to assign it to the name of Mati. Okay. In this recording, I haven't shared the process of creating the users. Okay, that we can also do. Let me show you. I've taken some dummy mail ID. Okay. I don't know what. Okay, but yeah, maybe again I can do it again later. And if I have the idea about it, I don't know why. Going back to the board. Okay. 1 second, please. So we have the backlog which we created. We have added all the stories. Then 1 second, my page loading. Yeah. Okay. Then we have just created this sprint fund. It says Agra. Okay. The next sprint which I am going to plan. Okay, it can be Bombay. The third will be Calcutta, something like that, which can be interesting for my team. Okay. So going to assign a story to okay. So again, as per the in the development team, they are going to assign a story to someone. So it can be either to the person who has created the story, or it can be automatic as well. Okay. I haven't tried that automatic, but normally what is like if you're creating a by default, it goes to someone actually. Okay, it can be from your team or outside from the team as well. So most of the time when we are creating a story, we should assign it to someone. Okay. My team. So they need to have the account first of all. So like Mati started working on. They have moved it to level. Okay. Buttons are going to move in the in-dev. Okay. So once it's development team, they are going to push it to. If in any case they feel like they have a dependency on actually, okay, it can be internally, it can be outside from the team as well. They can move it to backlog. Okay. So when we are doing this, currently we don't see the different what do you say, burn down the different charts. Okay, but if we have that here, we can go to the different chart lead time. In the lead time, it's going to show how much it has taken in the block status as well. Okay, to an idea how much time the team is wasting on the issues they are facing them. Okay, so this is a basic introduction I have given today. Okay, and anyone.
Gunjan, can you go to project setting and there we get option to enable the release and we get versions. I just checked it in Google.
Where to go?
Features.
Okay.
Just see if there is any option to enable.
Board
Release.
is there, reporting is there.
Estimation, yeah, estimation is also there. We can add estimation to each stories also.
Mhm.
Yeah, release is there, right? Click on
Yeah.
it.
Deployment.
See if there is any option to enable it.
I have done. If you see on the left, it was by the cross sign.
Okay.
I have just enabled it. Okay, so do we see an option to save or it's save it? Let's see.
Yeah, now I think you are getting reports option
Okay, even version is showing.
And release as well.
and versions also. Yeah.
Thank you for that. Okay, so version panel. So we can create the version saying what will the first release. Okay, it can be LEAR 1.1 start from starting from this date to. Okay. So it's going to create the version
And we can add user stories into the versions, user stories or tasks.
Yeah. So version. Way to add the version here because this Jira is new to me as well.
I think you have to go to edit option of the user story.
No, left side you can drag and drop two versions.
You are saying like I can drag and drop to the version.
Yeah.
But
how about the active sprint stories? How we can tag two versions? I mean, he started the sprint, right? Those stories.
I think. Sorry. Maybe I think from the Epic also we can add. Try version.
Yeah, there will be a field called fixed version, right?
Correct.
Yeah, fix and which version we
I think
select.
the field has to be enabled. You have a configure option, right? On the right panel, you have a detail panels. Under that, you have a configuration. No. Yeah, maybe you can click that and see. I think not this one.
Version is here. Fixed version is not showing here. Priority. We can take environment. We can. Where is the version?
Fixed version is already context field. Is there?
Yeah, estimations. Time tracking sprint. Okay. Sprint for estimations.
Add it up in story level also. This is an epic level.
Yeah. Let's save it first.
Okay. Okay.
But let's see what it's going to show. Now it's showing the fixed version. Okay, so okay, yeah, good. So we have selected. Okay. Let's go to the. board. Where is the option for charts?
Tasks, sorry.
Chart.
Chart, I think click on the project again.
Again, go to settings, project settings, Gunjan, check whether that is enabled. We enabled reports and all, right?
Yeah, we did enable. Let's see again. Okay, 1 second. Reports is enabled. Let's see all the options. Roadmap, backup, board, then 1 second, please. Okay, reports. Okay, issue navigation, sprint, estimations, code release, on call page. I think it's enabled. Anyone aware?
So you're trying for a burn down chart, right?
Different reports, yeah.
Different reports. Okay, I think you have to go to active sprint. By then you will have a report option. So you have a report option, right, on the left panel. Backlog, board,
Yeah,
reports.
now you are able to see, right, report option.
Yeah.
So
Earlier it was
here,
not-
yes.
yeah, now it's showing.
I think for few user stories, we don't have a story points, I believe.
We added, I think, let's see. Let's add some story points.
This is already added for in development and blocked.
Yeah, it has the story point as well.
Yeah. So whichever story you moved, right, that doesn't have. So it was not showing up, I believe.
No, but still it should show the stories on the left side. One story. Let's see. 1 second. Anything else we need? We should change the date actually. Let's take it from 14th. Okay, now see. Yeah. We see it says from 15th, okay. And it's showing this line as well. Remaining work, okay. So it's not anyway. And let's see the number of stories. It says 4. Let's move to the board. Okay. Let's make some additional story points. Let's move it to done. Okay. So now it is not because now the total stories are more than what we estimate. Learning. one of the story got moved to done. So it's still showing the progress as remaining work. Idea?
What I think is, since we have created the story today only and we have completed that, while completing the story, it might ask for the date and time part is there. So it may me calculating from that perspective. That is it.
But I doubt, because if we say when we started, it was from 14th actually.
Yes, but the issue issue type that we have created, it is we have created today only, no?
But still, it should show the progress even if we are doing it today and we created it today. So it means like we did some task and it should be showing up in the Burndown somewhere.
Can you just go to the story again, please?
Sure. It as well.
Yeah, open that story, please. So story point is 5. So while moving, so you have just moved the status to done, right? Without
You
entering
want me
time.
to change the progress from to do to in dev, in QA, anything like that?
Yes, but the overall, what I am thinking is, actually I have faced a similar issue, but here in our organization we we calculate the burn down from the hours point of view. So what was the issue that I was having is, like, the people have created the task and they were entering 4 hours. Like at 6 p.m. let's suppose they are entering the task, and at 6:05 they are entering 4 hours. So it is calculating as that you have started working on at 2:05, like at 2 p.m. you have started. That was the result. It was not showing. But in this case, I think that date and time option is not there, since you are only moving the overall story to dev to in progress to done.
But Gunjan, I believe we have two fields in the story, which is original estimation and story estimation. So we have to figure it out which field burnt out y-axis is referring. This original estimation or story point estimation.
Sorry, where to go? I'm not clear on that.
Even I don't have idea, but because you have a multiple option to select, right, to view the burn down chart. In that you selected a story point, right? This story points refers to story point estimation field, whichever we entered, or original estimation. Because
No, Mukesh, I think
No.
it refers to story point estimation only. Yes, because if it would have been referred to original estimate, then that word would be there, original estimate and remaining.
And nowhere you are going to see this original estimate, because even in the middle of the sprint, if you are changing the story points, it's going to reflect you.
Correct. So I think it has to come down once you move to done, but it is not happening.
Yeah. And even next question will be, let's go to this. Okay, if you see it's 13 plus 5. Okay, let's put the story point here. My board has around 5 plus 13, 18 plus 21 story points in total. Okay. So when I'm going to change it here, it should show that number as well.
Right. The ranges should be.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's switch actually. Let's see. So it's not showing that, first of all.
I think it automatically readjusts to the on the y-axis. Like if we enter 100, then it will, I think,
It should
readjust to.
actually. Yeah, it should, but not
It is
showing
not
for us.
showing. Not showing. Yes. Although it is reaching, it is touching the almost the end of the graph, but ideally on the left hand side, na, it should 21 or 24 should be there.
And
That is
then it
what
should,
my assumption.
yeah, and
Yes.
then it should share create the actual burn down chart actually.
Mm.
The progress through which it should, like it's reaching to the on the last day of the sprint. A down line actually, something starting from 15 out of the sprint.
Is there any setting that we need to do?
This is a free tool, ma'am. So don't know.
Do we have any workflow problem which is referring to Burndown? Whether done workflow is referred to correct done workflow only.
Yeah,
The
right side
stories,
there is
if you
some
are
three
moving to
dots,
done,
right?
a
Can
column
you?
which is referring to done workflow only. Is there anything such kind of thing?
I don't
But
see.
I don't have any idea.
So
Normally, when sprint has started, the Burndown should be aligned in a such a way, whatever we entered. But here it is little surprising.
okay, 1 second. Let's
I
move.
think you have to connect it. So just create a line between all the connections to do to dev in dev to
Yeah.
testing.
Yeah.
Let's try in this way. Moving to dev.
I have not done the complete workflow, just moving it to done. Okay, so now see update.
No changes.
Any suggestion from anyone?
Now you try to move all the story to done if possible. Try and see, we'll see. Because you added up 2 story points after you start a sprint, right?
Yeah.
Just try and see.
Okay, so Let's see now.
Same thing. Okay. I think it is not referring to the stories.
Something is wrong from our actually.
Here the status has got changed or still how it is showing here.
Where is the status here?
Okay.
It's showing.
So it is showing everything done only, but it is not reflecting in chart level. But we don't have any specific settings for Burndown chart to configure also, right? It is a by default thing, it tagged with sprint, I believe.
But that is the thing actually. If it is tagged with the sprint, then something is missing from our end. Maybe it's
Can you, there is one setting, board setting, in that we need to select estimation. Can you just see where exactly that board
sorry,
setting?
which one?
Board setting.
Board.
3 dots will be there.
I think she is referring to go to active sprint. In that you will have 3 dots on the right side. Once you go to the sprint board. Yeah. So you will have 3 dots. Yeah. Configure board.
Okay.
That is a board setting.
In this, just see estimation option is there.
Estimation.
You see estimation.
Why we need an estimation option on the board actually?
There are 2 options. One is none and another one is remaining estimate and time spent. So one option will be burn down will be based on the story point and another option burn down will be based on the remaining time. So just thought that if we need to select something.
But even if it is, see, if you see here, we already have the time and story points. So even if you're taking the time as well, then also, well, maybe I can be wrong, but again, I don't see it. It depends here actually, but still we can see where's the option which you are after.
So done is tagged with done only, right? That workflow. Just go towards the right side. Yeah, it is tagged correctly only. Then what will be the issue?
Can you just check that once, Gunjan? Board and estimates. There also they have selected story point only, but there is another option.
Where to go?
Board settings.
Board settings. Board.
Right side there is 3 dots, right?
Edit spring, manage workflow, configured board. Okay. We are already
same thing only.
Yeah.
Don't see any estimates, is it?
No. Settings.
So if you are referring to that estimate, no, I believe she is referring to the fields which will be available in the project setting. There you will find the original estimate things. So once you go to the project setting, you will have a fields. Yes. So you have field option.
Field with a field.
Fields. This is
type, automation, notification, features, connections, app.
You're in project setting, right? But,
yep.
Issue types, fields, nothing was there. Where did you go? You have gone somewhere for. Okay. So these are the fields. No. These are the.
These are the options which is going to show you on the stories actually, on stories or epic on the right side.
Correct. So these are the fields actually.
Yeah.
Okay. In story, can you click on story and then, sorry, in the same page where you went just now?
No. She's Telling about
Okay,
the
got
file
it. Sorry.
story.
Yeah. 1 second. Okay. Story.
So you have one arrow mark, right? Story point estimates, where it refers to. Once you click on that arrow mark on the Mhm. Okay, it is asking to enter a default value.
I think this is just
The,
to make the people understand something like
all this, yeah.
that.
So everything was right only. Mm.
So maybe we can have what you say, we can try it from our end individually. Okay, maybe today
Yeah,
we can
we'll do
discuss
that.
it. Okay.
Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah.
And yeah, so someone has created the automatic workflow. Okay, so let's move it. Maybe it can be helpful to the people. I haven't worked on that. Okay, let me be clear to you. But if someone knows, we can pull it in the discussion.
I think that was Harshan or something. I think he did not join the call.
Okay.
He was there, but I think he left the call. Not sure.
Mm.
It gives you the option by default. If we see the screen, it says when all the stories are completed, then move to Epic, and then close the Epic. Same is when all the issues in transition, then automatically assign, close duplicate issues, something like that is there. DevOps, auto log rules. Someone has any idea on this from the people who are on the call? Or maybe we can have a look from our end maybe today, and then we can have a discussion tomorrow or day after tomorrow.
I don't have any idea on this. Maybe I'll ping Hazan if he's joining so that we can continue with this topic. And meanwhile, I have a question. So you provided some sprint goal, right, when you're starting the sprint. In case if I miss to update a sprint goal, anyhow, it is not a mandatory option to update. But even if I missed, do we have an option to edit and enter the sprint goal in the board level?
We can do it now. We can try it.
Because in my Jira, I couldn't find an option. Just wanted to see. No, in the active sprint. The active sprint, we will have a. Okay.
Completed. Okay.
No, not complete. Not in progress.
What
itself,
I'm going to do is, I will be starting a new sprint, and then I will not add the sprint goal, and then I will be.
Okay.
Or maybe because in this board, I don't see the option to have the setting of editing the sprint goal anyway.
Under Agra, we have one point, right, which says sprint goal under Agra. Yeah.
That is mentioned what we have added.
Correct. So that one which I want to.
Okay, we have the option.
We have an option. Okay. Yeah. But in my Jira, it was not showing. Okay. Because if there is any scope change that we can add it up, right? But in my Jira, it was not showing. I think Hazan is back. Yeah.
Yeah. So, hey, Hazan, I need your help. Yeah. So maybe if you can share the automation process, okay? And the first question is like, why we need the automatic process? I know it would be easy for us to identify if the stories are moved to done, okay, or maybe the subtasks which we're doing on the story, if they are done to complete it, then by default the primary story will be completed in any way, okay?
Right.
But if in any case your team is moving it in not into to done, but incidentally they have moved it actually, then what is going to happen? The story is also going to move it to done. Okay, then again they need to go to the the story first. They need to, and that will be again a process, because on a story it may be a process of going to in progress, in dev, in QA, something like that.
Right. Right. So, so basically, automation, like, if at all you have any critical issue type that you think, like, any specific person is capable of, or likewise you mentioned, all the child sub tasks are moved to done in order to track back the story whether that has been moved to done or not. So, so there are numerous automation rules, automation customization that is available. Like, if you can just skip tour now, just click on skip tour.
Okay.
Yes. So no, on to where you can say can you just return to the list first?
Which
on,
list?
on,
Sorry.
or
Okay.
right side, yeah, right side, top side.
Okay.
Yeah. So create role option is there.
Yeah.
Achha, it was redirecting to Ocha. Like in my Jira, it was redirecting to some other. I thought I need to study all components. Just click on issue commented field change. Yeah. Actually, this is new field for me. Actually, there are plenty of Jira, so
yeah,
everything.
This online version is, I think, will be the latest one.
So onto the left hand side now, we can see our rule is being created. I need to find out.
I saw that screenshot which you have shared actually on the left side, on the rule details.
Yeah.
Shows all the steps.
Yes. Do one thing. Mention issue type here.
Issue trigger. It says issue triggers. Let's take it.
Issue type. Just typing under the corresponding like column that is available here. Issue type maybe. No, only issue. Issue deleted, issue moved, issue linked, issue transmitted. So what happens is, like we have, I don't know, like I'm not familiar with this version of this screen, so I'm just trying to struggle. Actually, I haven't myself created any automation yet, but I was just studying about the automation, and I had a word with like one of the expert as well about the automation. So he told me it is like it is necessary or for a very rich oriented process where there are n number of tasks or issue types that are there very spread it across teams. In order to have some very customization, the people can use that. So that is the like and I believe automation, it can be accessed, or like you can create any dashboard and can provide the link here in the automation, which can be configured to, I think, to Slack or to Outlook. Like maybe the leadership wants a report on a regular time, it can be configured in that way as well. But here like just like let me just try to relate it with the screenshot that I gave. Actually, it was altogether different screen that I was trying.
But still I have a question, like even if I want to share my dashboard with the leadership, okay, I'm with you, okay, on daily basis I want to share those reports, so manually I can't do it, okay, but again, why should I go to automation, add the process here? Okay, I have the dashboard, where I can create all those reports. And I think I haven't done it. Let me be clear to you. Okay, but to create the dashboards, that is fine. I think most of us has already done the dashboard creation. Okay, but maybe from there we can share it through the email. Why automation?
Actually, to be honest, the leadership are too lazy enough to
no. My question is
to go to land. Yeah.
No, that is fine. My question is, I think from the dashboard also I can trigger the email. I can set up the process from.
Okay.
Why
Okay.
should I go to this?
Okay. I'm not aware if we can do it via dashboard. I'm not aware about that. Like via automation, I was saying because yesterday or day before yesterday, I was just exploring this. I saw it that you can configure it, configure the link that you want to send it from here as well. So yeah, you can configure it from here. At least I'm not aware about dashboard because I haven't explored that.
Okay.
Yes, and as
from the automation.
Yes, actually, automation is even I am trying to find out how and how we can do that. That was the reason I just posted in the groups, thinking that some of you of the experienced rich guys must have have some or the other exposure on this. Yeah, so I was just exploring it the other day. That is it. Even by the time my automation rule was created, it took so long, the page got expired.
Okay.
The page got expired. So even I was not able to confirm it whether it was okay or not. So yes, but yeah, automation is what I have understood is it is maybe any special request, maybe any issue type when move to dev completed, it should be assigned to so and so person or so and so person. So rather than have a manual check at it, you just customize it so that it automatically triggers. That is it.
Trying to do a hit and trial. Okay, I just got the link. Hope you guys can see my screen. Okay.
Yes.
Because I can. Is it possible for someone to write all these discussion points which we have, all the queries actually? Maybe and then we can do an R&D from our side, and tomorrow or day after tomorrow, whenever we want to have discussion, we can have some shared knowledge. It's not going.
Yeah, I'll post my point, whichever blocking in my mind, what we discussed, so that we can explore and come back.
Okay.
Not sure where to start. Check out the Jira on your training courses. You can customize this text in the. If you don't know. So. Should we add the point now for the discussion for tomorrow, day after tomorrow, or people are going to post it on the chat?
I think you can add something here, and on top of it, people can add.
Yeah, that will be good.
Actually, they will see some way out of it now.
Yes.
else people are only asking and no one is hardly people are responding. How to share the dashboard? Maybe we can have one broader picture, and under under dashboard we can have 2-3 things. Then under.
Sorry.
Maybe we can have one one major point, and under that dashboard could be one of the thing. Under that we can have how to share via email, automate via email, and couple of other things if anyone has regarding dashboard. So we can discuss.
I'm just writing the points. You can also add me. Okay.
Okay.
So it's just saving for us the time actually. After the call, maybe people are going to miss the questions. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Please.
The question. Okay, this is the Jira workflow. Okay.
I have a question: how to delete a version? If someone said so, I'm like, I tried doing that, but maybe I'm not having the proper permission, or I don't know.
I mean, the version or the epic?
No, the version. The epic can be deleted. A certain hyperlink will be created using epic, and you can just go and delete it. Like you can.
I think you go to release tab. No, you will have an option to delete. I believe you have a release tab, right? Yeah. So I think you will have an option here to delete.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I don't have this. Yeah.
I think only admin access
Correct.
is required.
Yes.
I think he has admin access. So just try to enable that. As
Sure.
we don't have find the release and report option previously, right? Go ahead and enable it, and you come back and try to delete it.
Enable from where
Project
exactly?
Settings.
Yeah.
Project
From
settings.
settings and features.
Features.
Okay. And then versions. Release versions.
Release versions, correct.
And if
Releases.
I click on that, maybe releases. If I click on that, maybe I'll getting some options.
It will be by default disabled. Just enable that slide button. It will come up.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay.
Take. Thanks.
More
Back to questions.
Yeah.
Is there any way that we get the dashboard report into Confluence page?
Okay.
Sprint reports, right?
Yeah, whatever is there in the dashboard,
report.
right? Yeah.
Right.
This is basically required for reporting purpose for the senior management.
Yeah. So again, if we have the first reply, it's going to resolve the fourth one also. Yeah. More questions?
And can we have a capacity tracker also in Jira? Can we plan a capacity in Jira level? I have this doubt. There are options, but I didn't explore it. But I wanted to explore. Somebody have done it.
Any other question? Also, there was a discussion, I think yesterday someone posted like they want to track the daily status on the Confluence.
Yes, I posted that.
So the problem is like Confluence is not too user friendly. Let me be clear to you. Okay.
Okay.
So what you need to do is you need to add, you can create the page for you. Okay. Problem is like each time you need to edit those. So okay, my team is having 23 people. Okay, I am giving you the real picture. Okay, my 23 people, out of which 13 are developers and 10 are testing guys. Okay, so when they are going to update the status, okay, I should not be the one who is going to update their status. So, but when my team is having 23 people, there are a lot of chances and the possibilities where instead of updating my status, I'm going to update your status. Because again, I need to edit the Confluence link and the visual view is not good actually.
Okay.
This
For
is what
daily
I see.
stand-up call, we were using Kanban board. Actually, it is similar to Scrum board only. We used to create activities and then keep moving from one stage to another, in progress, blocked, or dependent on so and so things. So we used to have that Kanban board.
Yeah, we can also have that. Even now that Trello is free actually, I think. I don't know on the project level, but here if you see the option, we have the option of free version of Trello. Okay, so we can from here as well. It's just same like the Jira, the Sprint actually, the Scrum boards. There are tools like Trello. There are tools like Lean pitch. I'm missing the name actually. So this is a board where you can ask your team to update their task. They can move it actually. Okay. So it gives an idea how they are progressing on daily basis. It's going to impact your project board as well. But again, I don't going to do it because again, that will be a similar task what they are doing on the Jira.
Also, there is one more tool, LeanKit, right? Have you heard?
Yeah. I have used it.
Yeah, LeanKit, we also use that creating cards. It is free flow from one.
But the problem with LeanKit is like what we did is we tried to integrate Jira with the LeanKit, okay? Because LeanKit is too user friendly.
Yeah.
The problem comes up from my project. The problem was like when you are changing the status of your Jira, okay, it's not going to update on the LeanKit.
Yeah, other way it will work.
Yeah, otherwise it will work actually, okay. But again, that will be a problem for me. My development team is planning to use Jira maybe, okay, or something like that. That can be a problem for me later on, something like that. Even that was not the only issue. There were some more issues also. I don't remember it.
Yeah. It is not having that integration facilities with other tools.
But the board is really good actually.
Yeah,
if you are using it. Yeah.
And like the questions that you have mapped like on the notepad. For the first one, how to share the dashboard via email, is it automation via a dashboard, like automating via dashboard, the one that you were saying?
I think it should be both manual and automation process.
I think so. Manual, can't we just copy the link of the dashboard that we created and send it to?
It doesn't work for me. I need to click this link now. Okay.
Okay.
So management going to click this link. They are
Okay.
going to waste their time as well. Okay. Clicking this link.
Okay.
But yeah, we can check it actually.
By any chance, does it have a permissioning issue? Because the dashboard, like if you click on that, it might say that visible only to me or give access to other people as well.
Yeah, there is some permission access. Yeah, permission need to be given. Yeah, correct.
Maybe it could be of that.
You need to give permission. You need to make it as public.
Yeah, so that's why we are displaying the dashboard directly on the mail instead of giving the links to them. Because maybe my release team, okay, the release team is going to support. They are not supposed to create the Jiras actually. They don't have the permission, but they should be having the permission to see the status. So ideally they are able to understand how the progress is going and they can plan their activities.
I think it could be so within the organization you are not able to view this.
Yeah, so giving you an example. Okay, I was working on a project where we had different teams. Okay, the backend team. Okay, the server teams. They have their different dashboards. Okay.
Okay.
So I was not able to view their boards, and even not able to view our boards. Okay, but if you are using the screenshot by displaying the dashboard strip, okay, the screen how it's progressing, then they don't need to click those links in any way. They will be able to see the progress.
Okay, they need to give you permission to the dashboard as well as the filters they create, right?
Yeah.
Even for the filters, everybody should have access.
Yeah. So, but I don't want to give you the permission. Actually, I don't want you to go to my Jira board actually and mess up anything. Okay. So instead of that, we can have the screenshot in the mail.
Okay. So yeah, I think then the automation from the dashboard will come, since you you don't want to give permission, you only want the screenshot of that thing.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think then the automation will come into picture from dashboard, the one that you're talking.
Maybe.
But even though I personally don't know what kind of widgets that will be useful for the project level in generic way. So those kind of ideas which I need, maybe if there is a session on that, it would be really helpful.
Actually, I tried. So on yesterday, yeah. Sorry, you were saying something.
Yes. So,
Yeah, on the dashboard level, we have a different widgets, right? That we can
Yes.
make our dashboard in
I
simplified way.
actually, so basically, my Jira has 42 widgets. I tried, I spent close to 2 hours. I tried all 42 in order to see what all I can include in my Jira this Sunday. So I actually find the 2-dimensional the most useful one.
Yeah, 2-dimensional. Then there are
There are
different.
some issue statistics and there are some gadgets.
So there are issue statistics. There is sprint health. There's some pie chart.
Yeah,
Like
correct.
many are that many are there, but like let me just find out. I actually shortlisted 4.
Yeah, in our project, how we created dashboard is one at the release level. It will have the status of the epic stories, tasks, subtasks, all those issue types. And second one is at the execution statistics. It will have the execution related information. And third one on the defect. So 3 dashboards we used to have.
In one screen only, right?
No, 3 different dashboards.
No, 3 different dashboards in one screen only.
Yeah, we can drag and drop the reports wherever
yes,
we want.
Yes. So like the ones that I found useful was for my project was 2-dimensional. Burndown is there, issue statistic and health, static and health, sprint health. These are the 4 after looking at almost all 42. I found out this 4. I shortlisted basically. And for 2-dimensional, you can actually customize it in 2-3 different ways, or maybe more than that, as per the
There is one
requirement.
more filter results. That is also good actually. Whatever the filter you created, right? It will display as it is.
Which one? Filter
result, something like that is there.
Okay. I'll just go through that again.
What we can do is like if people are trying to add the filters, the different on the dashboard, okay, what is the best filter they want to have, we can note it as well. Okay, whoever is working on those, they can comment from their end. So maybe the next session we are going to take, we can have that discussion as well.
Yeah, that
Yes,
can
right.
be done.
Yeah, because these filters are really helpful and people are using it actually a lot.
Right.
Yeah. Learning. Okay. Daily. Let's save it. So it shows like this chart. Okay, maybe we can append it. What are the changes we need to do?
I need a general suggestion how to make the team update the things on Jira on timely basis. I think what is the best thing I can do to make the team self-organized. I know it takes time, but still any handy or any useful or any tried and tested method anyone wants to share?
For my project, what we used to do is like very first the development lead used to share the they are going to pick. Okay, the individual team member is going to pick as well. Okay, so it's already aware to me, my team, like who is going to pick the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now what we are going to do, we can create the number of we can check from the charts also, like which stories are pending. And the second thing is like the stories which are pending on the development team. Like you are the developer spending 6 stories is showing on your name. Okay. When we are going, sorry.
Yeah. Please go on.
So once we have that chart where each team member is showing the name of the each team member is showing and the corresponding Jiras which are pending on their name. Okay, if we already have that chart over here, the dashboard, and when we are going to display this to the higher management, then they will be too active again from their end.
Okay. Okay.
And even when we are going to share this internally also, they will be also able to understand depending on their name. Maybe you are a developer, you are working on story 1. Okay, incident, came to you asking for story number 2, and you started working on the story number 2. Okay, and you the story number 1. So when I'm going to share this dashboard with you within the team actually, so it gives an idea like how many tasks are pending on each team member.
Got it. So basically, going going from up to down, it will definitely help the team members to update on a regular basis.
Yeah.
And you need to give some goodies or rewards, something like that.
Who gives that? I haven't seen anyone giving goodies. It's always on the book level only. Have you given any goodies to your team?
I
No,
have
just
planned for
suggesting.
that. No, I have planned for that on the retrospective meeting. So by then, that has not happened till now. I thought of sending some 500 Amazon voucher if something is going up so well, so that it will be very encouraged for them, so that everyone would start follow, and they will start, okay, monthly once at least, or 2 months once we will get some vouchers or goodies. Let me try following that. I thought of doing that, but people are not cooperated. So I thought, okay, let us go.
So
Do you
Let
have
us
the
you
go
gave
budget
in
it to
such a
actually?
yourself.
way.
You gave it to yourself.
No, so you have the
That's
budget
what
for
I.
that maybe to allocate.
No. We have to
Personal
spend
pocket.
on our own. So once we made that, no, we can do that. So I thought, okay, let me buy something for me. By then I can go. As of now. Because first we have to start up with Jira only. In the process level, we cannot make them very self-organized. Let us start with Jira, handling tickets, moving on time, making them to feel that it is their own effort, that they have to move it. Not, they should not seek anyone's help. We have to make that first. By then, slowly we have to move them to the process wise. Without having Scrum Master, without having any manager, that they have to handle it everything. So that we have to
And
slowly move.
normally daily stand-up call, we do it while sharing our screen, right? So
Right.
if they see they have not updated in front of everybody on daily basis, it won't look good for them. So after few days, they'll start updating.
And if they under you, then maybe they can do it. They are directly reporting to the company. Actually, they are working for them. It doesn't matter for them. Why it's not showing the filter? Can you see what I'm doing? I'm trying to select the project actually. Okay, in 2-dimensional filters, it's not showing me.
You need to create filter. You need to first create filter.
This is
And
already
then
there. In the filter, you can directly search the project name. I have done it here also. Assign me your company. You see here, lean pie chart learning. Okay, advanced. The filter is able to track the project.
Just delete the 2-dimensional widget and add that again. Maybe something corrupted. Just try and re-adding it again. Go to advanced. It is still not opening up. The advanced search.
This is the advanced, I think.
No, advanced search will open in a small dialog box.
This is the advanced search. So,
can you just hover upon the advanced search once again? Place your cursor there. Advanced search. The below, yeah, this one. Yeah, right click and open in new tab. Try to open it in new tab.
It's going to take the same place.
Okay.
Someone was saying something. I think Shilpa, you were saying something. Someone was saying to create the filter first, I think.
yeah.
Just go to that again, that tab where the advanced search has opened. No, in the new tab, I think it has opened. No?
I close it. It's going to.
Yeah. Okay. Just start typing here the name of the project. It will comes in the drop down.
Showing, no? That is the problem. Not showing me. Your search criteria didn't match with match any
No, you need to first create filter and then use it, right? Go to filters at the top. There is a filter tab, right?
Sorry?
Very top.
Okay.
Where to go?
Center.
At top,
Next to
there is-
dashboard.
Yeah, just left to dashboard, there is filter. Yeah.
Mhm.
Here, view all filter. You don't have any filters, right? You need to create.
Okay, so I will learn it. But again, like without filter also, when I was doing this.
There are some graphs which is
Yes,
not,
yes.
which
Right,
does
right.
not require filter, but few filter is mandatory
Yes.
filter.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
I think for issue static as well, filter is required if I remember that correctly.
So any other points we need to add here?
I think if I will learn these things, then like a better person in Jira, I would say.
Yeah,
Like
step by step we can move to the next level.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So I'm going to post this after this call. Okay. If anyone else has a question, please add to the group. Actually, we need the, because in my previous project I was facing an issue where I was not able to link the epics with the no, it was not showing the epics which I have created in the dashboard. That was the problem for me. We created the epics, but it was not showing on the dashboard.
Okay.
A lot that time. Okay.
Can you open that? We can check.
Sorry.
You said Epic is not displaying, right?
Yeah, on the real project, it was not showing.
Maybe tomorrow you can share your screen, Gunjan.
No, that I can't do, because even I can share my screen from my company side also. That is on the client end. They have some restrictions, but still I can share. Let me try. Maybe if I have some screenshots. It was from a previous project actually.
Or maybe you can do a WhatsApp video call.
No, that was from a previous project, sir. This is what I'm saying. So even I don't have the access now.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, but still that is a question for me. Okay. So any other thing for today discussion? I think it's already 1.5 hours.
Do we explore Kanban board? Is it required?
Maybe we can do it next time.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it's already 8:40.
Also, one more question is, we have a Zephyr plugin, right? Even in our Jira, we do have. How the test cases that once it is executed, how are we going to track in that using the Zephyr plugin? How the test cases are tracking without impacting the current sprint? So that we need clarity. Even maybe I need clarity. Maybe few people whom are not aware, they can aware of that.
I never used this plugin, okay, because we were using that test trail and other applications which have test magnet, and that's what it was not an issue for me. But still, you can have a look at this.
Mukesh, I think there are 4 or 5 widgets that are there for Zephyr exclusively in the dashboard. You can go and check that as well.
No, not at the dashboard level.
Okay.
Test execution. So in my Jira, what it is happening, tester is not adding any story in the active sprint. Whereas they are going to the option, we have a options project, dashboards on the top level of Jira, right, in the home page.
Right.
Likewise, we will have a test option. So once we click on the test option, we can see the test summary. how much it is executed, how much say there is a separate board which is created if we use Zephyr plugin apart from active sprint board. It is kind of test board that will be created.
I think
So
first, once you add the test cases, it will be in test planning, and then you need to create some cycles, test cycles.
correct. That
And
I need
then,
to explore.
yeah, you need to
So-
create folder and cycle, and those cycles will be used in some, I think, dashboard gadgets.
Right.
Okay, so you can
Those-
have this video, okay, which
Yeah,
I'm
from
showing
that,
to you.
from that Zephyr, you can also
Oh.
get automated traceability from defect test and then user story
Reports.
update. Yeah.
Yeah, different reports. Yeah. So you can have a look on this video. It's for STAT in YouTube. Okay. It's going to the videos. It has a this particular video Jira tools. Okay.
Okay.
You can move to the second half, and it gives you the idea of Zephyr actually.
Okay. I'll look into this. Yeah.
Yes,
Thank you.
absolutely. I've seen this.
All right. So I'm done from my.
Same here.
Yeah.